The first question is the easiest. Tell me your name and where are you from?
Now or
Yeah,
then?
well, where are you living now?
Sam Morrow, living in San Jose, California.
How old are you, Sam?
I'll be 86 in September.
So, what brings you back to Little Green Hills here? What's your connection to Green Hills?
I grew up here.
Tell me kind of the general year time frame that.
1938 to 48 was when we moved.
So you're considered to be an original pioneer by people who know Green Hills.
Right.
And that means you were here when the village was basically first built. I mean, you were one of the first.
We were the first people to move in. And that's the first picture that.
Where did you live?
39 Flanders Lane.
What was it like living at 39 Flanders Lane in 19?
Well, it was like brand new. All that was brand new. And for us, during the Depression, we came down to a brand new town. And now they had to, it was, even the houses were flat roof. And you do have some original garages. I saw there the line, they have 6, 8, 10 garages across. And,
your parents chose to come to Green Hills at a time when this was kind of out in the boonies, I guess. I mean, did you feel like you were out in the country, or what was it?
No,
what was it kind of like living here?
We were only 10 miles south of Hamilton, and my father worked in Hamilton, and there was a big dairy farm. We made a big turn, and a little ways down is when you got to the top of the hill. You saw, the Legion and the building. Then that was it's historical now. The Legion.
Sure, sure. So you made it through the 10th grade, and then was
9th because I failed a year. My dad wasn't around.
So all right, we'll just kind of gloss over that part of history. But you went on. Where did you go when you left here?
Mattawan, New Jersey.
And that was because your parents moved, or you?
Yeah, my dad got a job in New York City.
Okay, so like a lot of families, you just followed Dad's job. Tell me what kind of things you remember growing up in Green Hills. Obviously, you went to the community building for school. That was the only school.
One of the original coaches, now this had to be after the war, he was a prisoner of war, Coach Howard, what's his name, Howard. He taught me to kick, for football. And that's the first thing when I tried out for the Mattawan team, because I was a little late. And I looked over and they said I could kick a ball a mile. And like I said, that town was, most of the people that were there that I knew were Italians.
Huh.
My name was Morrow. The Prime Minister of Italy was Morrow.
So that you had an in. Tell me about what you remember shopping. Did you ever go down to the co-op? I imagine you remember the co-op grocery store.
Oh yeah, because before my brother went to the war, he worked in the co-op.
Okay.
And then I think they had you had rented freezers down.
That's
and
right.
You still have the skating. It's still there. The skate where they skated. Regular skate. And you had your carnivals in that area.
That's right. There was a farmer's market kind of thing back there, and kind of a shelter. And do you remember anything like the fire department is who put that on? Did you ever have any family members that were involved with fire department or
no? But
village?
the fire department used to be. Now is the original fire department. It's not there now.
It's where the library. Well, it's where the library kind of went in afterwards. The structure is still there.
Oh yeah.
But the fire department moved into its own building.
I think the only original that I remember. They said your barber shop was the same.
The barber shop I think had moved, but the one that's there now opened in 1938.
Yeah.
And sadly, we just learned that they're going to close next month. Unfortunately, but it's the same, business that's been in place. Do you remember getting haircuts at the barber shop?
Well, yeah, oh, yeah, but I also had, that was later, right across the street from our house, 39 Flan. He used to be a barber.
Okay.
Of course, when the war came, and but I used to go over there and get my hair.
Right across the street.
Yeah.
What about the swimming pool?
Yeah, swimming pool was there. I learned to swim. I remember, of course, I couldn't swim too well, but I swam underwater the length of the pool.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and you had passes, family
Yeah.
passes for the pool.
They still have that. They still do.
They
Yeah.
still
You can
do?
get a family. My family has one.
Yeah, and behind it you had concerts.
Really? Okay.
You know, at the end, with a diving board
Yeah.
down in the ground. During summertime it was, and they had concerts.
Really?
down-
I
yeah.
did not know that, because there's that dugout area is
Yeah.
still there, and there's some garages. I think the city uses that for storage of equipment and whatnot, but it's not like just kind of an open to the public area. Was the golf course there? Do you remember? Because adjoining, right where you're describing, back behind there is the golf course. The
No,
9-hole.
What you had when you left the high school community center,
Yeah.
you had all the sports. You had to go to between the garages and some apartment buildings,
Yeah.
and then you had the athletic field. You had the football, 2 or 3 baseball,
Yeah.
and on the corner down there was Winton Woods.
Sure. I think you're kind of, still the area that's behind that white building is, in fact, a large field, and there's some baseball diamonds and that kind of thing. And the Greenhills Country Club was right behind the pool, and I don't know if that, what year that was put in, but
Country, I don't
it's a
remember.
little building back there, and it was obviously like the social center of the village. So your son tells me that they asked you what you wanted to do out there in San Jose, California, and you said what? You wanted to come here, huh?
Oh, now? Yeah.
So why did you feel like you wanted to come back?
This is where I grew up at.
Had fond memories, I guess.
Yeah. Even though my mom and dad had fond memories, but as you'd say, you always had a hellion in the family. So.
Well, I understand that might have been you back in the day, and so you probably have some fun memories of causing trouble maybe back then. But I think anybody who could hold you to account is probably long gone by now. Maybe the adults that in the world that day are probably long gone or not here to hold you to account.
So Lois graduated from there. My brother graduated from there. And my sister Ann was a senior when they took her. I said, that really hurt her. That happened, I think, to one of these my kids moving around.
Well, if you have anything to say to the people who live here in Green Hills today, and maybe some of us like me who grew up here long after you left, what would you say to them about Green Hills?
I'd say enjoy it.
You enjoyed it, and you're just glad it's still. I mean, what do you think of it today? I mean, it's been a long time since you've been by.
It's way different. Well, I was stationed in Hamilton, Ohio, as a Marine, and came down to visit because some of the old folks were still down here.
Sure.
For the family by the name of Girton, and there was some of the. In fact, they had a bench. I noticed the name was named after. What was this? I can't remember his name.
But it's safe to say you had a lot of good memories here, and you visited. The last time you were here was when? I mean, in the military?
When Michelle was born.
1961.
Michelle? Yeah.
1961 was the last time you were in the village of Green Hills.
Yeah, that's when my youngest daughter, of course she's in her 50s too, was here.
Well, that's great. Well, Sam, thank you so much for talking to me, and I think I'm going to post this on Facebook, and hopefully people will see it and remember you, or at least remember your family, and it's just great. And welcome back to Green Hills.
Thank you.